Hey, it's James Potenza, that new home realtor. We're in your house today, and this is what we call the framing stage. And what we do is we get an inspector out here and make sure that they have all the electrical, the plumbing, everything in the house ready for your inspection, so that he can look at everything before they put the sheetrock up and cover it up. So once they put the sheetrock up, you'll never know if there's a problem or not. So your inspector just left. Wanted you to maybe see him on the video, but he had to take off. But let's go ahead and take a look inside and see what we can find out. All right. Okay, let's start with the front door. And we're just gonna scan through some of this stuff. And I'll show you what the inspector looks for. In fact, he pointed out a couple of things. In fact, he says it's a very well-framed house. He just left and just told me that, so that's good news. He didn't see anything major, just your typical, maybe a few gaps. I mean, all this is going to be good. But he did say something about the headers. Your headers up here, he said he was looking for gaps. He didn't see any, especially on this one. Those look pretty tight. Header looks tight. But I think he wanted to have some nails going in that direction, that direction. I don't know how critical it is, but he will mention it on the report. A couple of other things. Well, let's look around in the kitchen. So this is when you want to be able to see this stuff before they cover it up. Get your inspector out here and they look at all this stuff, not just the frame, but they look at everything. We call it the mechanical rough out. So you have your plumbing, your gas line, your water, and of course your electrical. And these boards right here, I know they have gaps in them, but that's not real critical because you basically just hang your cabinets on these. Just get something for the nails to go in. And you'll see some down there too. So that's your gas line. This is your main cutoff for the gas line. And what they do is they pressurize it with nitrogen, I believe, but they pressurize the entire gas line. And they'll leave that pressure up. Look, 25 PSI, cool. They leave that pressurized for a long period of time. And if it drops, then they have to find the leak. As long as it stays where it's at, we're good to go. All right, keep looking. Yeah, so he did a lot. Your construction manager has a lot of write-ups, and he makes them very, very clear. Sometimes they just have some little arrows pointing somewhere, but he obviously is telling his contractors very clearly what to do. So I like him. He's good. And by the way, I just met him. He was out here too, walking around. So here's your washer and dryer. There we go. Yeah, so that's your water lines coming in. That's the drain overflow for the washing machine. Your gas dryer, your electric, and your vent. Now this is interesting. Anytime you see these there's yellow here. That's going to be your standard 120, but the orange, that's much thicker. That's going to be your 240. So if you have an electric dryer, you can plug it in right there. So you can do gas or electric. Cool. Let's take a peek in your bedroom. Yeah, so we talked about the tray ceilings. It looks like we've got a good 6 inches elevated. Or actually, they just dropped it down. Yeah, that's even better. That's nice. I think it's a lot better than just the 2 inches that I think he mentioned. And there, very clearly. There you go. Yeah, he's very, very specific on instructions. Here's your master bath, your shower, and that's a really cool option. That rain head that you got, I like that. That's cool with the 2 lights. And they do look like they're centered from here. So I think that was a question you had. Yeah, I know it's killing you that you can't come out here, but we understand. That's what we're here for. It's your low voltage thermostat. Anytime you see little ground wires, that's going to be one thermostat. I'm sure there's going to be another one upstairs. All right, so we're back in the kitchen. Let's look at your garage real quick. I know we've got a lot of electrical outlets. Let's see if I can just scan these. Making sure that looks good. Yeah, so electrical. That's your house ground right there, earth ground. And believe it or not, those rods, those ground rods, I don't know about that one, but I've seen some ground rods that are actually 8 feet long, and they bury them all the way down, pound them, get a good earth ground. Oh yeah, so we haven't talked about nail guards, so we got to make sure that those are always anywhere plumbing or electrical where you might hang sheetrock, so you don't put a nail through that stuff. And you'll see quite a bit of nail guards. And more nail guards up here. Right there. One right there. And that's your gas line coming in the house. So your meter will be right out there. All right, let's take a look upstairs. Yeah, your windows are in. I guess we haven't seen that yet. They just got installed yesterday. Nice. Here's your upstairs. Your AC guys are here right now. They're up in the attic, and they're running all your duct work. Putting your air handler in. It'll put your compressor outside. Yeah, so here, you'll probably make a note where this is. That's for your data drop. Basically, it's an empty conduit. And I believe it runs all the way to your data box, which I think we wanted to, which is right over here. I think we wanted to take a picture here. Yeah, it's right there. There you go, buddy. You've got quite a bit of wiring there, buddy. Got a lot of plans for this, don't you? That's awesome. Yeah, so there's your data drop. And another one here, that might go, actually, that might come from outside. But anyway, they're right there. And they've got them there. More data, more data, more data. All right. So let's keep going. Yeah, so looking for nail guards. Nail guard, strap, nail guard, nail guard. And over here, yep, so nail guard, and nail guard. Looks good. Yeah, I hope I'm not going too fast for you. I'll also take some pictures. There's your upstairs bath. Yeah, like I said, your inspector thought that the framing was well done, you know, right as he's leaving. And he used to be a framer by trade, and he looks at things like this, how close these are butted together. Really nice, really nice. He did say he would like some nails on the sides here, but I don't think it's critical. Maybe see what his recommendation is. Yeah, that's super close. Very good. Keep walking. There's your air intake. There's a closet with a window. I like that closet with the window. There's your front. There's another bathroom with 2 sinks. There's your bathtub. Let's see what else we can see. Yeah, so there's duct work. I know they're not done with the duct work yet. In fact, they're here right now. But they're still running the lines. But your inspector, he'll probably take a picture of this and send it to you, or put it in the report. It's a simple thing. And they did some of this, but anytime duct works are near each other, they can't be touching. So what they'll do is they'll put a piece of insulation in between those two to separate them. But I think he might have found some that might be touching, or they're really, really close, but it's a simple fix. All right, guys, that wraps it up. All right, hope that was beneficial for you. I know we've got a lot of things to look at, especially the electrical. I know you did have a phone call with the construction manager about the electrical, and so hopefully that was beneficial for you as well. But yeah, it's coming along great. I mean, it's looking good. Like I said, your inspector said the framing looks really good. So I'm happy, you'll be happy. And we'll just take a look at that report and just see what kind of punch list we can give the construction manager and go from there. All right, we'll see you next time.